Hi there, welcome back to Save with Crypto. My name's Save with Crypto. Okay, so I'm reporting today from the Spanish office. Yeah, I'm on holiday in Spain, which is cool. Now, this was the chart I used yesterday for the thumbnail for the video. And yeah, I put this big green arrow here, and it didn't work, did it? Because what we're doing, we're looking for these double bottoms, and they keep failing. And this one here sort of failed, but now it's starting to drift sideways a little bit, isn't it? So let's just put on the Quadzilla indicator. Okay, so this is the indicator that you can get for free by going to savewith.crypto.org/QZ. There's a couple of steps you have to do, all very simple, doesn't cost you any money, and you get this indicator. It is these EMAs up here, these retracement levels here, and this amazing momentum oscillator down the bottom here. Now, what I've been looking for on the 1 hour time frame is these green backgrounds, which normally, signify a bottom, and they did, but the problem is afterwards we got another dump after that sort of thing. So I did notice today, looking on the 4 hour time frame, okay, we've now got a green double bottom there. Now, these don't happen often, okay. There was one back here, 22nd of June, okay. We were down at 98k then, I think. And if you look before that, it was back here in April when we dropped down to 74.5. Okay, so these seem to be quite significant. They're not all quite as spectacular as that. For example, this one here on March the 29th, this one here was a bottom, but then there was a bottom after that, and then the price went up after that. But they seem to be pretty good, so at the moment I am actually once again quite hopeful that the price is going to turn around fairly soon. Okay, so this is where we are. So I think I can comfortably move that arrow to there and everything will be fine. Okay, but let's get a bit more serious. Let's go down to something like the 12-minute time frame and see what's going on. Okay, well, what I'm looking at here is these green and yellow EMAs here. That's a 55 and a 21 EMA, and we're looking for these to cross bullish. So that means the yellow goes above the green, and indeed that did happen at 3 o'clock this morning. So could this be the start of a turnaround? Well, it could be, but it might be temporary. It might be something like this where it turns around, goes up a bit, and then crashes down again. And looking at something like the 30-minute time frame, let's say, you can see here we're starting to get this convergence of these EMAs here, and this gets shown here by this green shaded area in Quadzilla. This is quite bullish, okay. Now once again, it doesn't mean it's going to go up forever. It could just do something like that, but for the moment I think we can see a little bounce. Okay, so that last part of the video was about 3 hours ago, and what's happened since is these lines are getting even more close together, and in fact I think they're actually touching now, aren't they, almost? Yeah, pretty much. So the next candle will close in 30 minutes from now. So I think that will probably give us a clue as if we're going to go up or down. Now, what's also worth noting is the Chicago Mercantile Exchange close on Friday. Let's just take a quick look at that. Okay, well, the CME did actually close at sort of around about this level here, 114.265. Now, there is a bit of a premium on the CME, so I would say that probably the level we're looking for Sunday night, Monday morning, is something like 114. So that's about $500 up from where we are now. So, I mean, to me, everything's looking like that could have been the bottom there. So, again, I'm going to say that maybe, just maybe, that was a double bottom. I don't know how long I'm going to keep saying this, but I wouldn't be surprised if that was, especially because of what we've seen on the 4 hour time frame with Quadzilla going green. Okay, now if you want to get Quadzilla, please go to savewithcrypto.org/QZ. And there's a little form to fill in there, and when you fill that in, I will give you access to the indicator for free for life. Now, one of the things you will need to do that is to sign up to one of the exchanges that we are affiliated with, and I would recommend Bitunix for pretty much everybody. You can use this in almost any country with no KYC, no VPN, and at the moment you're getting massive sign-up bonuses as well if you use our link. Let me just show you that. So literally, if you just deposit 100 USDT or equivalent, say that could be in, Bitcoin or whatever, but if you make that kind of deposit and then you trade with it, you can get 20 USDT for just $100, and that goes all the way up to $2,000. If you make a $2,000 deposit, you'll get $400 for free. I mean, that is an insane offer, isn't it? And I think that's doable by almost everybody. So none of this is financial advice, of course, but I think generally what's going to happen today is probably Bitcoin will drift around a little bit. We might go up a little bit tonight to fill that CME gap. And then as from next week, I have no idea what will happen. But I think we've pretty much bottomed now. We might go lower, but at the moment, I think we'll probably go up a little bit. And there is a pretty good chance that as we've had quite a reasonable pullback now, the next bounce we get could be quite monumental, and it could be a really good opportunity. So, it's worth going to somewhere like Bitunix, using that link, savewithcrypto.org/Bitunix, signing up there, getting your bonus. And even if you just trade with the bonus, say you deposit $2,000, you just trade with the 400, put it on 10x leverage. That's like trading with $4,000. And, if you lose it somehow, which I can't imagine why you would, but if you're to lose it, then it doesn't really matter because it was free money anyway. But, if you manage to keep it, then brilliant. And you could be in a very, very lucrative trade. So, check it out. But do get the indicator, though, Quadzilla, because it's really amazing. I really do think it is. You can get that at savewithcrypto.org/QZ. All right. If you like the sound of that, please do give the video a great big fat like. Make sure you are subscribed and you've got the notifications set on all. Any questions, leave them in the comments down below. And above all, tell your friends.
Save with Crypto has to be one of the best YouTube channels that the United States has ever seen. Kamala Harris is not a subscriber, but I am. I have notifications set to all as well. I'd strongly suggest you subscribe to Save with Crypto today. Above all, you should tell your friends.
Save with Crypto is not a financial advisor. He just makes ice cream on the internet. If you cannot find someone to do your own research, you must do it yourself, just like I did not.